Thank you. Mr. Owens, you're recognized.
Thank you. I first of all want to thank Chairman Crawford for today's hearing and our witness for taking the time to help this subcommittee to better understand this important topic. Innovation in how Americans move and transport goods has long underpinned America's ingenuity. The challenge of keeping our nation's connected commerce flowing manifested early in our nation's history. My home state of Utah is central to this history, fulfilling the manifest destiny of our young nation with the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad. Since then, America has continued to be at the forefront of transportation and logistical innovation, introducing the world to our automobiles, interstate highways, commercial aviation, space exploration, ride sharing, and simply name a few. Today, the growing prevalence of autonomous vehicles on our highways is the next era of transportation innovation. Automation holds immense promise to enhance safety and efficiency while also stimulating economic growth in our commercial motor vehicle sector. As the pace of technology accelerates, we must embrace these advancements. However, this topic must be approached with caution and with a commitment to addressing complex issues around safety, infrastructure, workforce impact, and cybersecurity. After safety, my constituents are most concerned on the impact of American jobs. This conversation is incomplete without simultaneously exploring strategies for workforce development, training, and ensuring the future includes fulfilling and meaningful employment. My goal is to ensure that our workforce needs and education evolves as this industry evolves. Mr. Onson, we're losing progress on innovation because of U.S. government isn't keeping pace. Are we losing progress because we're not keeping pace in terms of our government itself? And what steps should Congress take to boost the U.S. AV industry?
Thank you. I've certainly answered to much worse than that, so appreciate the question. As we look at the situation America's in right now in this space, we see that we're leading, that we have this, incredibly gifted people come here, develop this technology, and have a lead. But we know that, for example, China is investing heavily and working hard to ultimately eclipse us. I think that as a nation, we need to continue to foster innovation in this space. There's an opportunity, whether it's, as we've talked about with the warning beacons, to start to see this technology out in the road and deployed, the opportunity to support that with FMCSA. We see an opportunity to continue to harmonize regulations across states, that because the value of this technology is really about deepening interstate commerce, the more consistent regulations are, the easier it will be and the better benefit we'll see from the technology.
Okay, thanks so much. Ms. Spears, what would be the impact if we overregulated or prohibited fully autonomous trucks?
Well, I think what we're looking for is more oversight at the federal level. We've talked a little bit about NHTSA and their standing general order, their ability to exhibit oversight, but we're also talking about commercial vehicles. NHTSA has more of a role in leadership and expertise in passenger vehicles. We need the FMCSA to be more involved and in sync with NHTSA in the development and oversight of this technology. We need a federal framework. It needs to be a performance and safety standard. Don't pick favorites. And we have forward-leaning policies on speed limiters, ELDs, AEB, but we want a performance standard that lets innovation thrive, and we want it to govern all 50 states. We don't want a patchwork of rules that are confusing, not only to innovation, but to our industry's ability to adopt it. So your ability to hand DOT, particularly NHTSA and FMCSA, the structure, the staff, the resources, so that they have the expertise to oversee a federal framework. Make it a performance standard. That's something that we all understand and can measure. You're going to have more data coming in. You all are going to have much better oversight in understanding where this is trending if you give us that federal framework. So that would be something that we would recommend. Our testimony exhibits that.
We have the last few seconds. What would be the result if we ceded leadership in this industry to China? And I'm going to, Mr. Farrell, would you mind maybe addressing that?
Thank you, Congressman. I'd be happy to. And I want to underscore what Mr. Urmson said about competition with China. the reality is that China wants to be the world leader when it comes to autonomous vehicle technology. We need to make sure that that doesn't happen. We need to make sure the United States is the global leader. It means Congress working on a bipartisan basis with FMCSA on making sure that we've got clarity on important rules. This hearing is an important piece of that, and certainly appreciate the opportunity to talk with you today about that.
Okay. Thank you, and I'll yield back.
Gentleman yields. Mr.